Hi, thanks for joining me. It's Christine Crutcher from Create with Christine. I'm here with another Tuesday Tip video tutorial. And for my project today, I am making this card here. It features the Wood Words stamp set and also the Wood Textures Designer Series paper, which is on sale this month for the month of July 2018. If you buy 3 packs of certain Designer Series paper, you can get one for free. So I just wanted to show off the Wood Texture DSP. So it's these 4 pieces here, these 4 pieces here. So it's just a quick and simple ways to use your paper. Especially if you have scraps, this would come in really handy. So let's do our stamping first. I'm going to bring over a strip of crumb cake cardstock, and I'm using my Night of Navy ink. I'm kind of going with a neutrals tone for my project as well. It just seems to work with the designer paper. Night of Navy is now a neutral with the color revamp in the 2018-2019 annual catalog. So that's kind of why I picked the Night of Navy. And I'm just going to try again. I think this ink pad needs to be re-inked. Pretty well loved lately. It's a little better. So now I'm going to bring over my classic label punch, and I'm just going to punch out that sentiment, trying to line it up in the middle. So once you have it where you want it, just squeeze. That's the bad side, that's the good side. And then while I still have the punch, this is how I got all the pieces of the Designer Series paper. So this paper comes 6 inches by 6 inches. So I just went across scrap pieces and punched them out. Some of my pieces were strips like this. So you're just gonna put your strip in and give it a punch. So I wanted to have 8 pieces total, 4 for the top and 4 for the bottom. And when I was making this card, I just was at the beach over the weekend, so I kind of went with kind of more or less a beachy feel. So I went with 4 pieces that had kind of the whitewash background. Kind of doing the whole Chip and Joanna Gaines as well, kind of channeling them for my design from Fixer Upper. Kind of what would they do for a piece of furniture or a wall, making accents. So that's kind of how I ended up with my look. And I started with the one in the middle, gluing this one down first. So I'm just going to do a little bit of liquid glue. A little bit really goes a long way with this. So it doesn't have to be exact. I just eyeballed it. Mine's definitely not exact, but that's okay. That's kind of what makes it homemade. And then I'm just going to build from the top and the bottom. So I did a wood piece next to this piece. And I'm just putting them right up against each other. Then the next one is the whitewash. And since the paper is double-sided, some of them have a slightly different look on the other side. So pick which one you love the best. This one's kind of more brown. I want the more white side, so put your glue on this side. So now that my top layer is done, we'll do the bottom. This would be great for scraps. Any of your designer papers that you have scraps with. You can make some really fun cards with this technique. Ah, I just crashed into my punch. And for the last one. And what I did is I matted this piece onto a piece of Night of Navy cardstock, and it measures 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. So just gives a little bit of a navy border. I wanted to try to use my navy at least 3 times. You'll notice I do that a lot in my designing, use the same color at least 3 times. Just seems to have a cohesive design that way. So I have the Night of Navy in the stamp and the cardstock, and then I bring in the accent with the twine for my little bow. So I just have a regular standard crumb cake card base. I'm just going to do an air bow, so make 2 loops and then tie them together. Then I'm just going to try to hold in the middle, hold my knot, and pull the ends. Then kind of pull it tight and make it the loops as big or small as you want. Sometimes this is kind of finicky, that's why I like to do double bows with the twine, but this one's a little bit thicker, so a single bow is okay. And then I'm just going to bring over mini glue dots. Just find one on the roll, stick your bow to the glue dot, your knot, and then lift up and stick it onto your project. So, oops, it's not glued down yet, but that's okay. I'm just going to glue this to the card base. Oh, a minute or 2 to wiggle when you use the liquid glue to make sure you're straight. Then I'm just going to pull my tails kind of down to the corner and give a trim. And there we have it. That's my project for today. I hope you'll give this a try with any of your designer series paper. It would be great for all different seasons, all different occasions, and then you can change the sentiment for what you're making your card for. So that's my project for today. If you leave me a comment on my Facebook page, blog, or YouTube, you can have a chance to win this card in the mail from me as a thank you for tuning in. I'll be back again next week with another project to share.